For over 70 years now, Nash has been engineering and manufacturing systems for wet vacuum applications. But it's always been hard to describe why the Nash vacuum pump does such a good job. But now, we can show it. This is a working vacuum system with a transparent separator and piping that lets you see what goes in and what comes out. With this inlet tube, we will valve in just about everything you get in a process system, and a few things that you don't. To show you that Nash pumps handle them and keep running. To simulate a load, we use a restricted orifice at the intake. We're pulling 20 to 22 inches vacuum. Now let's see how the Nash pump will handle perhaps the most common hazard in process industries, water slugs. And this is a slug, a full quart. We've colored the water so you can keep an eye on it. That could have destroyed some pumps. But water is a natural element to a Nash pump. The slug passed right through. Vacuum was barely affected, and just for a split second. Let's take a closer look. Again, the slug of water blends and merges with the air and water mixture in the pump. So, except for a moment of extra water, the pump feels nothing abnormal. In some processes, the problem is a continuous flow of water, either by nature of the process or by some malfunction upstream. With the inlet wide open, the pump is open to atmosphere, so vacuum has dropped to 7 inches. But the Nash pump handles this volume of air and water. This far exceeds what's expected in most processes. Withstanding loads like this translates into continued, uninterrupted productivity in vacuum application. The Nash vacuum pump is your best answer to another classic cause of downtime, carryover of semi-solids or foreign matter. Scum, cake, and sludge ruin conventional pumps. And yet carryover is almost certain to happen sooner or later in some vacuum processes. Let's see what happens where you have a Nash pump in the system. We'll add this entire sample all at one time. When the valve is opened, watch the vacuum gauge. Vacuum returns to normal instantly. The reason is our pump's design. Liberal clearances and no restricted passages. They let granular and sticky matter pass. There can be no internal buildup because the seal water flushes it right through. Rugged cross-sections take the impact. Carrots in a vacuum pump? Well, it could happen in the food processing industry. In fact, foreign matter can get into vacuum lines and pumps in just about any process industry, including paper and pulp. Tobacco. Chemicals and plastics. Fertilizers. Petroleum. If the pump can handle these, it probably can handle the foreign matter in your process. The Nash features that make that possible are your guarantee against breakdowns. The engineer with you now can show you how this assurance of uninterrupted productivity can be engineered into your system.